I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. It's been a while since I've been on and made a video because we've had some family illness and hospitalizations in our family and extended family, and so it just took a lot from me, and so I just needed to take time and take care of me and my family. And so now I'm ready to get back on and start posting some videos, and to let you know that in the beginning of the new year I took some time for me and meditation and spent out time in outdoors, and got some clarity of what this new year is going to bring for me within creating some new material in regards to my journey and healing and just what I've experienced. And I'm going to bring it out in some new material for religious trauma. And I'm excited as I'm working on it now and completing it and putting the final product together for a manual, a workbook. I'm going to incorporate it in my groups. And so stay tuned. I'm very excited about that. But I wanted to make this video about something that happened to me before the holidays. It was a couple of months ago, but I'm ready to share it now because sometimes when you have a breakthrough, you really need to sit with it and reflect on it and just feel what your body's feeling about it, and just kind of sit with it and be with it, acknowledge it, and just kind of let it pass, and what you need to learn from it. And so I'm ready to share. And what happened was a couple of months ago, I had this, it was a breakthrough, but as I saw it at the time, was a breakdown. I was in a staff meeting and I work from home. And so it was a virtual staff meeting, and I love my job, love my coworkers, absolutely do. But from what I've learned in my work self, I take on a lot of responsibility, and I'm just, yes ma'am, yes sir, I'll do it, I'll get it done, and I just shut up and I just get it done. And no matter what toll it takes on my life, I've just always done that. I've learned that from a very early age. It's probably a survival skill, but I've used it and have been rewarded for it. And so I continue in this path until I had a breakdown. And so what was interesting in the staff meeting, I was asked, or we're talking about bringing in some new things to work, and so to bring more responsibilities to me. And so I've already was feeling at the brim, and I've already could feel it in my body. I just was just overwhelmed, but it was like something in me was just like, just suck it up and just do it. Just do it. It'll get better. It'll get better. Just do it. So at the meeting, when there was more that's going to be required that they were asking of me, I just began to cry in front of everybody. And I immediately turned off my camera and was like, sorry about that. I'll get it together. Sorry about that. Forget it. I can do it. And so I think it kind of shocked everybody. It was like, wow, it's April, because I'm the one to hold it all together. I can do it and put my 2 cents in, and can give feedback, listen, and just do my job. So when I did this, it kind of shocked me, because now I'm at a place in my life, in my journey, where I stop and listen to my body and listen to my feelings and what's going on. And so after the staff meeting, I took some time later that day after work and was just like, what was that? And what I realized after sitting with it, being curious about it, it wasn't like came to me right then, but what I realized is I was living 2 separate lives. In my groups and in my ministry and in my healing journey, I've been learning to be authentic and being vulnerable and honest about my feelings and my needs, and allowing myself to be seen and to be heard and to be held and to be human, right? But at work, I'm this other person. I was in performance driven. I was in that mode, right? Being the strong one, being the one that I can get it done. Just I can put everything on my back and I'll haul it. I can do it. And so I still didn't even realize I was doing this. Right? I thought, oh, you asked me. Oh, yes, I'm very authentic, but not at work. That's what my tears were showing me. But the thing is that I'm really proud of myself, and that my body is finally starting to come together. I'm starting to align to where my body felt safe enough to release the tears in a very unsafe place for me in my work self. And so I was really proud of my body for showing up like that. But I'd realized that I'm living these two separate lives. And no wonder I was starting to feel and being aware of being associated, you know? And that's where it was in my two separate lives. And so, you know, my healing and my feelings and my body work and all my self alignment, self awakening, spiritual awakening does not need to happen just here, but it needs to happen in every area of my life, including my work. And so I just wanted to share this today because as women, you know, we feel like we need to take on all these roles to be a woman, to be a wife and a mother and a homemaker and working outside the home, bringing extra income to help the family, or maybe you're a single mom. And so, you know, we've learned to separate ourselves. And so part of healing is bringing that all together and showing up to where it's like in every area of my life, I'm standing up for me. You know, I'm releasing my power to be heard, to be seen, to ask for help, to create boundaries, whatever that looks like, you know, in your life. And, you know, because sometimes you might not be seen or heard, but as long as you're standing up for you and doing what's right for you and your body and your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health, emotional health, and all the things. And what I love about my work and what, you know, I left ministry, church, religion, and to finding this coming available to me as an opportunity that I stepped in, that is not related to church work. You know, I'm finding a lot of fulfillment and support. So my coworkers, when that happened, they were able to stop, to see me, to hear me, and let me ask for my needs to be met. And they were able to reach out and say, let's come up with something that would work for you and for all of us together as a team and in a work environment, and to have a successful business. And so I love that. And you know, there's a job, there's a home, a place for you to feel that. And sometimes we have to let go of the things that don't support us, and be open to the new. You know, it's letting go. And I had to let go of the religion and what that was doing for me. And yes, it did fulfill some needs, but it left me anxious and empty, in other areas, feeling very alone and overworked and overwhelmed. But that's all I knew. So it was safety for me. But in letting that go, just the religion, I didn't let go of my spirituality or let go of God, because He's in here. The kingdom of God is within. So in letting that go, I was able to open up for something that fulfilled me. But there's always more. And that's what I learned recently in this breakthrough that I had at work, because I was beginning to feel safe enough to let my true authentic self be heard. So my hope for you this beginning of this new year is that you would find the courage to show up for you, that you would find those places that you can begin to learn to be authentic, vulnerable, and to you know, let your power out. So I wish you a healthy and prosperous and a blessed um, new year, all the things to come to you because you deserve it. You deserve love and you are loved.